100 rated chess. But you are afraid of heights. You can only make captures when all of your pieces are not on the edges of the board. Not very edgy. We get a 138 American. E4. E5. Opening up the way to develop my pieces. I need to develop literally every single piece to finally start making progress. D3. Bishop C5. 1 down, 7 to go. Knight C3. Knight F6. Normally most of my opponents play the 4-move checkmate, but luckily today we got an actual legit chess player that studied his openings. Never mind. That blunders a woman, but we cannot make captures yet. D6. You see, the first few moves of a chess game is called the opening phase, and if you don't want to make mistakes like this that can hang your own queen or give your opponent a ton of advantages early in the game, I recommend you study your openings on Chessreps. Chessreps is a chess training platform that teaches chess openings in the most practical and interactive way possible. Most chess players spend countless hours watching opening videos and trying to memorize long sequences of moves, just to forget what to do at the most crucial point when they really sit down at the board. Don't worry, Chessreps helps you transform all that passive knowledge into something practical, reliable, and instinctive muscle memory that you can use over the board, by forcing you to play the moves yourself during your own learning sessions. You see the board, analyze the position, and physically play the moves just like what you would do in a real game. Recently Chessreps has collaborated with experienced chess masters to bring even more high-quality courses to the platform, giving you access to valuable opening knowledge straight from the masters themselves. For example, I'm currently learning about this very powerful Vienna Gambit course from Grandmaster Nikita Meshkovs from Latvia. Many lines will just lead you straight towards winning opponent's queen, and you'll have a much easier middle game. Stop watching and start playing today with Chessreps. Link in the description below. Back to the game. Queen G5. Okay, I really don't want to do this, but I guess we don't have another choice. Castle. Okay, it's gonna take a bit more time to develop both the king and rook, but it's okay, I mean we cannot rush anyway. Queen D2. Knight C6. Absolutely perfect, his queen has retreated. Now we're gonna develop our pieces like normal humans, and he won't be moving any pieces forward aggressively ever again. No. No. Rook E8. Oh my god, this is taking forever. D4. That blunders both center pawns at the same time, but I cannot take any of them. Bishop B4 instead. Well, I mean, at least he hasn't actually made any crazy captures. Never mind. What do I do? A5. Queen D2. Rook K6. Knight A3. Rook B6. Okay, we are halfway there. Only took us 11 moves. It's okay. We can do this. Bishop B5. Aha. That pins my knight to my rook and threatens D5 winning the knight. But if you think about it, my rook is actually kinda trapped. I mean, I have to somehow lift this rook away from the back rank, but rook E7 is blocking the queen, and rook E6 is just hanging a pawn fork. Therefore, after thinking for a while, I decided to hang the rook instead. This way we'll have one fewer piece to worry about. It's okay. Bishop takes E8. Queen E7. D takes E5. I have to save the knight. E6. That blocks my bishop from going out. G6 first. No worries, I haven't forgotten about the king. E takes F7. King G7. Queen F4. Aha. Finally. Bishop E6. And after all this time, I have finally broken all the magical seals. The challenge literally only said pieces, not pawns. I call for the ability to make captures. A promotion. That blunders a promoted pawn. Queen takes F8 is forced. My queen was not on the edge when she made the capture. This is definitely legal, and even though now I temporarily cannot make captures, at least my opponent doesn't have any good captures to make. Never mind. Queen E7. Bishop F4. Knight F6. I'm down a lot of materials, we can't afford to initiate trades. Bishop takes E6. Queen takes E6. Queen g5 check. King f7. Bishop f4. It seems like he wants to castle, and even though that may allow my queen to sneak in, I don't see a real continuation, and I also don't want to put my queen on the edges again. Queen takes c4 check. Let's try to prevent the castle first. Of course he lifts the king up. Queen d4. King e2. Rook c6. c3. Queen e4 check again. King d1. Okay, I tried to do something creative there, but it ends up being a bunch of random moves. Knight bd5. Let's play like a normal person then. f3. Queen takes f4. g3. Aha. That blunders a queen. Queen takes g5. We are both very low on time. My opponent is trying to play fast to flag me, but unfortunately for him that is probably not going to work. Knight h3. Queen e5. Rook e1. Knight e3 check. A check shall burn his time down a little bit. Rook takes d3. He chose to make the capture to avoid having to think about moving the king. I absolutely respect that. Queen takes e3. Knight c2. Queen d3 check. King c1. Knight d5. I'll sack on c3 and probably checkmate on c2. My opponent runs out of time. Mission accomplished.